Making a name for himself as one of the UK's best-loved chat show hosts over the past decade, Jonathan Ross has now made the leap into comic books. We caught up with the Motormouth presenter to talk superpowers, Saxgate and Simon Cowell.
Jonathan Ross embraced his inner geek as he arrived in Dundrum Town Centre to sign copies of a self-penned comic book series, America's Got Powers. And for the long-time comic book fan who released his first series, Turfback, in 2010, it's a dream come true.
Well, when I was a kid, what I really wanted to do, like most kids, well, firstly, I wanted to be a superhero. And you know what? As embarrassing as it is, I still have hopes that I will get bitten by a spider or something. If that doesn't happen, then I wanted to be an artist, like most kids do. And then because I couldn't quite cut it on that, I'm now a writer. But I'm enjoying doing that, and it's lucky for me because I know a lot of other writers in the comic world, and also my wife, as you know, is a very successful writer of movies, so she helps me along a bit. She doesn't write it for me, but she helps me along if I'm getting in trouble.
America's Got Powers is inspired by TV competition shows like Britain's Got Talent, and the 51-year-old is still eager to sit on a judging panel alongside Simon Cowell.
How many times have I got to drop that hint before Cowell listens to me? It's only because he doesn't find me remotely attractive. He hasn't given me a call, and I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, I'm as good looking as William, surely. So I live in hope.
The Londoner was suspended by the BBC back in 2008 after a controversial appearance on Russell Brand's radio show. But now that he's re-established himself with a new chat show on ITV, does he find that he's biting his tongue?
I think everyone's censored themselves a bit more since then because the press went so mad about it. And I think, you know, and they had a legitimate point to make. There's no two ways about that. Now, I mean, when I first came back with the show, I was kind of a little bit walking on eggshells. Now it's more relaxed again. So I think it kind of evens out. It finds its own level again. And I think that's kind of what's happened.
And despite saying that he'd stopped flirting with his celebrity guests, the host got up close and personal with Rihanna on the show last month.
Well, hold on. I didn't flirt with Rihanna. She was flirting with me, and it's understandable. It's, you know, I would ruin her for normal men, obviously.
Speaking of celebrity encounters, the father of three has even had Eminem over to his house to have a look at his comic book collection.
It was cool. Having Eminem come to your house was weird, because especially as my son's such a huge fan, and I'm a huge fan, the wife's a huge fan, and he was so sweet. He was very, very respectful. He was so polite. I mean, like, he would ask permission to sit down in every new room we went into. And it's like I said, you're around my house, dude. Once you can sit down once, you can sit down anywhere. And it's like you come in, and like, when I went upstairs, he said, can I come in? I said, no, wait outside. And he waited outside. I said, I was joking. Come in. He was really sweet.
But when it comes to what superpower he'd choose for himself, Jonathan has one simple request.
My superpower would be the ability to pronounce the letter R. It's eluded me so far. It's like my kryptonite. I'd like to conquer that one final thing.
For more information and to get your hands on a copy of America's Got Powers, log on to thebigbang.ie.